Hi loves, so in this video today I am going to be showing you my all-time favorite skincare for oily skin. I have searched high and low for these products. They took me a lot of trial and error to get, but I have found things that have been working for me and that have completely changed my texture of my skin, the way my skin looks, and just everything about my acne, my oil production, my scars on my face, my little textured bumps that I get on my forehead every once in a while. I have really found the products that I think work the absolute best for me. So I know when I was younger, I had the hardest time asking or finding people that knew the type of products that worked for my skin. So this video is for any young girls out there, any teenagers, any young women, any women that maybe have the same skin type. You know, you have larger pores, you have oily skin, you have acne, you have some texture, and you just don't know what to use or how to find it or just what products, because everybody's telling you different things. So I figured I would create a video that is totally based on that type of skin. So if you have dry skin, this might not work for you. There are some products that actually would work for you, but if you have dry skin, this video, it just might not be totally curated to your skin type. Feel free to still watch, but it just might not be incredibly helpful for you. So if you guys have oily or acne prone skin, or you just want to watch the video and you want to find out the products that I use that have totally changed my skin, then just go ahead and keep watching. So a little bit of my backstory. I went through puberty super early. Around like 11, 12 is when I started to hit puberty, and I had so much acne. It wasn't as bad as some people. I know some people that had like painful cystic acne. I didn't have that. I just had like really big pimples. So I would just like on my cheeks here, which is actually where I have some of my scars from, I would just get like all of these little clusters of pimples. And they were mine would get super, super red, super big, just so embarrassing. And when you're younger, like you think the world is ending because you have a pimple. You know, now, like I still have pimples. I still get them every once in a while. Like I have a couple little ones on my chin right now. Sometimes, you know, my chin is really where I get them now. Probably because I'm putting my hands like on my face during the day, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. A lot of people get pimples, you know, but when you're younger, it's incredibly embarrassing, and sometimes you don't know how to control it or what to use. And I was on an acne pill, so I was on, I can't remember the name of it, but I was on an acne medication. It wasn't Accutane. It wasn't as strong as Accutane, but it was just something to kind of like regulate. And I was on that. I had a prescription cream from my dermatologist, which didn't really work, to be honest. I tried a couple different ones. I used like Tazarac. I used another one, and they didn't really work for me. So it was kind of just once I started to get older, get into like college and late college, that my skin started to clear. But I then had the other problem of, okay, I don't have huge pimples, but on my forehead I had like all of these tiny under the surface bumps. So anytime I would wear makeup, I would just have like all of these little clusters of bumps. And you know, when I would go to like Sephora and I would ask what to do with them, I would get told all these different products. Nothing ever worked for me. So I just started to take it on to myself. I started to do some research. I started to find the products that worked, and I have a list of products here for you guys that I think are definitely worth trying out and seeing if they work for your skin. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is, it's just these Biore pore strips. They come in these little packets, and it's just like the picture. You just put it on your nose. For me, they work wonders. I use these probably 2 to 3 times a month. If I just feel like my nose is kind of getting clogged, I use it, and when I take it off, it works, you guys. For me, I think it works wonders. It definitely clears out my pores. What I like to do before I put these on, actually though, is I take a washcloth and I put it in really, really hot water, and I just hold it up to my nose for a little bit. And I do that a couple different times. You know, once the washcloth cools down, I put it in hot water again and I put it up to my nose. That will just kind of like allow your pores to open up a little bit and just make it make the stuff in there a little bit softer, so it comes off easier. You can also just take a really hot shower beforehand and use the steam. If you have a facial steamer, you can also use that before using this. But I love these. I think these are great. They get like all the stuff out of my pores, and they're from the drugstore. So if you are somebody that has pores on your nose, they also have chin strips and forehead strips. You could also just cut these and put them like where you want. So if you feel like your pores are kind of clogged on your cheek area, you can cut this in half and just kind of stick it there and pull it off. But I love these. I think these are super great, and for me, they work very, very well. Okay, so the next product is not specifically for oily skin, but it's just a cleanser that I have to mention because I do really like it. So it's the Purity Made Simple Philosophy One-Step Facial Cleanser. So they have this one, and then they have a 3-in-1 facial cleanser. I like both of them. I actually think I like the 3-in-1 facial cleanser better, but I just haven't been able to find it, so I always just get the one-step facial cleanser. But it basically says deep cleans pores and eliminates makeup buildup, hydrates as it melts makeup away, contains deep cleansing agents, natural oil extracts help condition skin, fragrance-free formula, contains a proprietary blend of extracts for a unique fresh scent. So obviously I like it. I'm almost out of it. I don't like to use makeup wipes because they're really bad for the environment. So I will always use a face wash that gets off my makeup at the end of the night. So like for today's makeup, you know, I have some eyeshadow on, I have a good mascara, I have a liquid lip. This will get everything off. So it just melts your makeup away. So that's why I really like this. This just will clean your skin instead of having to use a makeup wipe. Or if you do use a makeup wipe, this is just still a good cleanser. It's soft. I think it's good. The only downside I have about this is sometimes I can feel like it strips my face of its natural oils. Sometimes, not every time, but sometimes my face can feel a little stripped after using this. So I do not use this every day. On the days where I wear lighter makeup, I use a different cleanser that I'm about to show you. But this one, I do like it. It gets your makeup off very, very well. And I've used it with waterproof mascara, waterproof eyeliner. I've used it with liquid lipsticks. It takes it off. I've used it with like eyelash glue. It helps your eyelash glue come off. So this stuff is really great. I highly recommend it. The next cleanser that I'm going to recommend, I really think is great for oily skin. For me, I think it works really well, and it also is one that helps take your makeup off. So this is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This is actually not that expensive. So it's only 1.6 ounces, and it's $15, but a little bit of this goes a very, very long way. So the nice thing about this is it does not ever, I have never, ever felt like this whisks away my natural oils on my face. And you'll know what I mean if you've used a face wash, that if your face feels stripped and like almost like tight feeling but dry, that's how you know that the face cleanser you're using is not good for your skin, because that means it is taking away the natural oils and it's just like stripping your skin of what it's supposed to have. So you do not want that. You want something that is going to balance and hydrate your skin without just taking everything that naturally it produces off of it. So this one I really love. This is the Soy Face Cleanser again. I highly recommend it. It gets my makeup off really well, and my skin feels very, very healthy after using it. It never feels stripped of its natural oils. It's just a really good one. So I highly recommend this one. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to talk about is definitely curated for oily skin. So this is the Ole Henriksen Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. And this has Green Fusion Complex, neem seed oil, and AHAs in it. So this I actually picked up in a pack from Sephora. So the thing about this that I love is it actually gets kind of foamy. So a little bit goes a very, very long way with this stuff. And you put it in your hands and you rub it like this. And once you start rubbing it on your skin, you'll feel it foam up, which is kind of nice. I really like that. It just feels very clean and very cleansing. So what I personally do is I will go in with a small amount of my Fresh Soy Face Cleanser first, just to get my makeup off. And then I will go in and use my Ole Henriksen Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. So this I will actually like really work it. I don't press hard. You do not have to press hard when you're washing your face with anything. You should be very, very gentle, but I work it in. So this one I just kind of like the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I'm just kind of like getting off like majority of my makeup. And then I just wash my face really quick. And then this one I'm actually like I'm taking the time to work it into my skin. So I kind of like buff it into the areas that I have, you know, oil, and, you know, my forehead. I definitely put this into my forehead. And then I actually will like rinse my hands off and just let it sit for like a minute on my skin. You'll actually smell it. It smells, I don't know how to describe it, but it smells like something that is clearing your skin, if that makes sense. Just wanted to make sure that you guys understood the prices of this. So this is the 2-ounce bottle, and this is $10. So this will last you a very long time. I've had this for a month already, and I feel like I haven't even made a dent in it, and I probably use it 4 or 5 times a week. So even if you use it every day, a little goes a long way, and this will last you a while. So the 2-ounce is $10, and then they also have it in 5 ounces for $26. But again, the 2-ounce will definitely last you. So I wanted to bring up the ingredient list on here so I could tell you guys why this works well for my skin. So this has glycolic and lactic acid, which is AHAs. So AHAs help lift and loosen dead skin cells that clog your pores. And then it has green fusion complex, which is a proprietary blend of potent active botanicals and natural antiseptic properties that help absorb excess oil and refine pores. So I really like it. It has 1,038 reviews and 4.5 stars on Sephora. So clearly it works. I really like it. Again, I haven't said this as a disclaimer, but none of these products are sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not sponsored by Sephora. I'm not sponsored by any of these brands. I don't have codes with these brands. This is truly my opinion on what has worked for my skin to just clear it up. So again, this is awesome. I totally love this cleanser. I would absolutely recommend this. Next one is the Ole Henriksen. I'm gonna have a lot by this brand because I really like this brand. So the next is the Ole Henriksen Transforming Walnut Scrub. So it's walnut powder and ginseng extract. So I'm gonna actually like put a little bit of this on my skin because I know people say that scrubs and exfoliators are not good for your skin. Disclaimer, I'm not an esthetician. I have not asked an esthetician about this stuff. I am just telling you what works for my skin and how I use it on my skin, and I know the results I've seen and I know what it's done for my skin. So if you are someone that does not like exfoliators or you don't believe in this, definitely don't use it. It's fine. I'm just figuring I would let you guys know that I really like it. $28 for 3 ounces. So that's pretty good. So $28 for 3 ounces. It has 1,758 reviews on Sephora, and it has basically 5 stars. It's like 4.8 out of 5 stars. I am so gentle on my skin. It's almost like I'm not touching my skin when I use it. So I don't use it every day. I probably use it 3 times a week. This has definitely transformed my skin. This has just like, I think, cleared out my pores a lot. It's helped balance this out. I use it only about 3 times a week, just when I feel like I need to kind of clean my skin and get like those dead skin cells off. This is what I use, and I absolutely love it. Truly, if you have acne prone skin and you have really bad acne, definitely try out this one. There's also a face cleanser by Kate Somerville. Let me pull it up for you guys. The Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. So it is this one. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but it's $38, and this is good for acne prone skin as well. So the Somerville one is 38 bucks. I've used it before, but I just don't use it anymore because I actually like these ones better. So, okay, the next product that I'm going to mention is probably my favorite product, and actually the one that I've been using also pretty long. I got it when I got my Transforming Walnut Scrub, and it is the Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. So it goes along with this oil control cleanser. This I have been using for over a year, for sure. Fusion complex, neem seed oil, salicylic acid, and AHAs. So obviously you can tell I like this. This is actually my 3rd bottle. So I've already gone through 2, and you don't need a lot, but I use it every day no matter what. Hands down, it is the thing I always use. So if I'm feeling kind of lazy and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in with like my Purity face wash and just wash my face off and make sure I get my makeup off, I always use my toner. Every night, no matter what, even if I'm lazy, even if I get home late and I'm tired and I just want to go to bed, I always take off my makeup no matter what, and I always use the toner, hands down. And the reason I do that is because this is the product that I feel like changed my pore size. So I used to have like really, I'll come up close to this camera so you guys can see. So my skin is not perfect, right? Like I have pores, you can see them. You know, I have like pores here. I have some on my nose, and I mean, I have makeup on, so you're not going to see them perfectly, but my skin's not perfect. You know, I have pores, and I have pores on my nose. My skin's not perfect, but my pores, you guys, oh my God, they were so bad, like embarrassingly bad. I can't believe I went like 20-something years not doing anything for my pores. Yeah, I was using face washes, but toner, You guys, toner is the thing that just tightens your pores and makes sure all your makeup is off. It just helps to like clear everything. When I'm telling you, if you're gonna buy anything, this is like the best thing for your skin. So if you are someone that has larger pores on your cheeks, has pores on your nose, 100%, 1000% recommend this. So this price of this is $28 and it is 6.5 ounces. So a little goes a long way. So you just need to like take the cap off and dab it onto your cotton pad and then swipe it around your face. Definitely focus on like your nose and this area and then anywhere that you get acne. It has 1,113 reviews and it has 4.5 stars pretty much. So it's really good. I really, really like it. I highly recommend. This will help with the size of your pores for sure. So the next thing I'm gonna go to is moisturizers. So I'm actually going to show you a small sample size of this moisturizer. So I bought, so I actually got this cleanser with this little moisturizer, and then it's actually like a mini size of this toner from a little pack that Ole Henriksen has. So it's called the Balance It All Essentials Set. So I wanted to try it out because I wanted to try the moisturizer and the cleanser a couple months ago. So it looks like this. It just comes in like a little pack of these three, and this pack was 36 bucks. So the moisturizer here is the Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. So it's basically just like they came out with an entire line of stuff that is for balancing oily skin and balancing kind of like acne prone skin, because the toner has salicylic acid in it, which will help your acne. So you definitely want to follow everything up, no matter what you do, with a moisturizer. Let me tell you guys something, okay? I used to assume, because I had crazy oily skin, that putting moisturizer on it was wrong. I was like,
what are you talking about? I have oily skin, like why would I put more oil on it? Like that's stupid.
No, you guys, absolutely not. You need to moisturize your skin. One, it will help with aging because your skin ages faster if you are not hydrating it and keeping it moisturized, because just dry skin ages faster. So that's the compliment that everybody always gives me. They're like, oh, you have oily skin, you're gonna age slower. My stupid little self, for probably 6 years, no, probably longer, definitely only until the last 2 years did I start using a moisturizer. So anyway, just telling you, use a moisturizer, but use the right one. That's the issue. You just need to find the moisturizer that works for your skin. So this one I do really like. I've only been using this one for maybe 8 weeks, so maybe about 2 months. But I do really like it. So I do not use this one every single day. I mainly use it when I feel like around my period. So when I'm gonna get my period and I definitely will have a breakout, I'll have like a couple pimples pop up on my chin, and you know, my forehead I feel like starts to kind of look like a little too oily. I will use this probably for like a full week. So I've probably done that twice the last 2 months, and then like here and there I'll just be like, oh, let me try this and use it. $36 for 1.7 ounces. And it's got 943 reviews and about like 4.2 stars. So almost 4.5 stars. So that's a pretty good rating. And basically the ingredients in there are the same thing. So the moisturizer has salicylic acid, glycolic acid, and lactic acid. And it also helps reduce oil production and fights shine while minimizing the appearance of pores. So this is definitely a good moisturizer to use before makeup. If you are super oily, definitely would recommend using this before makeup. I've done it a couple times and I really like how my makeup looks afterwards. So this is the Kors Pomegranate Moisturizing and Balancing Cream Gel. So if you have oily skin, you need a more gel or cream to gel based moisturizer. So do not use like a heavy, thick cream, because it's just not gonna work for you. You just don't have the skin type for that, which is fine. You just have to find the products that work for you. So this stuff, you guys, is super nice. So you can see it's like a cream gel, and then I'll put a little bit on like my finger, and I'll show you guys. I have self-tanner on, that's why I'm not putting it on my palm. But it just like blends out so nicely, and it just looks like hydrating, you know? So I love this stuff because it's like one of the few things that I found that have actually like really balanced my skin and moisturized my skin, but not make me wake up like what happened overnight. Like sometimes I used to use moisturizers, when I did use them, I used the wrong ones, and I was using like thick cream ones that were bad for my skin because my skin didn't need that. I already produce enough oil, so I need something that is more gel-like And you guys, I highly, highly recommend this one. $34. It's got 556 reviews and it's got about 4.2 stars. So still definitely good. The ingredients in it are pomegranate water. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and it has hyaluronic acid, which definitely offers an immediate moisture boost and smoothing effect on the skin. And it also has a little bit of salicylic acid in it, which provides skin conditioning properties, which will also help fight your acne. The last product that I'm going to recommend, and I kind of saved it for last because it is the last thing I put on my face, but it's also the most expensive. This one is so expensive, you guys, like stupid expensive, but it works, and it's so annoying that it works because it's so expensive. It's the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment at Sephora. It has 2,766 reviews, 4.2 stars, and it's $158. So I know, that is crazy expensive. It's a lot of money. Most people don't have $158 to just throw out on one product. I mean, like everything else that I mentioned, you could probably get like almost all the other products I mentioned for $158. So I get it. But since I have been using it, which I was using it on and off for a couple months, but I've really been using it very strictly for probably the past 2 months. Oh my God. The difference in my skin and those little bumps. So I'm gonna come close to the camera and I'm zooming you guys into my forehead, and I'm gonna try and find a picture of what my forehead used to look like. I probably don't, but trust me when I say I had a ton of bumps. Like even my forehead is not perfect. So you guys can see like I have little bumps still. So I have like those little kind of under the surface bumps. But imagine what you're seeing now times 50, just everywhere. They were so bad. So again, this is with makeup on, but the thing about these little bumps is they are more noticeable when you have makeup on because they just sit there, and they, no matter what foundation you use, no matter what primer you use, they will stick out of your foundation and they will be noticeable. So you guys can see I have like little ones on my forehead now, but trust me when I say that it was so bad. Like it was embarrassing. Like I had like family members that would notice it, you know, like people would say stuff to me, and it was just incredibly embarrassing. So I really hated those. So this was like the first thing that I tried that really like almost eliminated them. I mean, like to me, what I see now is not even bad compared to what it was. Like this, I could be like, I will live this way forever to not have it be how it used to be. That's how bad it was. So the reason I don't have the full size, I have not purchased the full size of this, but I got this sample size in my Allure Beauty box. So it's like a little, tiny little amount. It's like 0.1 ounce, but a very little goes a long way with this stuff. So I use this. But also what I'm gonna recommend you guys do is go to Sephora, get a couple samples of it. They will either give you like these sample packets. So I actually did this the other day. They'll either give you like these sample packets, so like these like little packets of it, or they will just put it in one of those little plastic tubes for you, and just ask for a couple of them. Just be like, can I get 2 little containers? I think you can get about 3 samples every time you go to Sephora. So you can ask for a couple samples of them and use them. I do recommend it. I hate that it's so expensive. It's like, it's so annoying because it's really hard to recommend a product that is basically $60 for one stinking product. But it is the one thing that I have noticed has cleared my forehead completely. And then also I do use it on the rest of my face. So the primary place I put it is my forehead because that's really the area that I'm trying to get rid of those bumps on. So let me read you the back. So it says lactic acid treatment exfoliates dull, pore clogging, dead skin cells to instantly clarify and reveal smoother, clearer looking skin. So absolutely it 100% says that on my forehead. But then I also will take like a little dot of this and I'll just kind of rub it on my pores and bring it down to like my chin area. That's it. I don't use a lot, but a little goes a long way with this stuff. So I highly recommend it. I know it's expensive and I'm so sorry to recommend something so expensive, but if you guys know of anything cheaper than this that does the same thing, let me know. Leave a comment down below if you know of anything that is comparable to the Sunday Riley Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment that is not $158. Please and thank you. All Alright guys, so that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. More importantly, I hope you maybe found a product in here and you're like, oh, I'm going to try that one first and then I'm going to try this one. You do not have to buy all of these. It's just what I use that I really feel like has helped transform my skin. But you can certainly buy one, buy the other. You know, you can buy, I definitely would recommend the toner for sure, hands down. Definitely get this, maybe start with this and then move on to like the cleanser or, you know, the acne cleanser or the exfoliator or the moisturizer. Like move around and see what works. These products may work for you, they may not, but for me, they have worked wonders and I have very, very oily skin. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you already use any of this stuff, if you plan on using it, or also let me know if you would like know any drugstore stuff. I just don't know of any drugstore skincare that has worked for me and hasn't like A, not done anything, or B, hasn't broken me out. So let me know if you know of any drugstore skincare that actually works good. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. But also just let me know if you liked this video, if it was informative, what you think I could do better, what you think I could change, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like it and subscribe to my channel if you would. And I will see you in the next one. Always remember to be grateful to be alive. Bye guys.